violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police. But I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, YouTube? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video. All right, guys, so the first video I wanted to show you was a super gremlin at the self-checkout at a grocery store. It looks like Kroger was able to hit a lick on the cash register while it was open. And this is just the time that we're at in this day and age. Notice he has no groceries in his buggy. No groceries at all. But he's over here acting like he's checking out and robbing the cash register. The brazenness of these crimes. Dudes think if they got a mask over your mouth, you good. You can do whatever you want. They ain't gonna know how to identify you. I mean, this is straight ridiculous. These super thieving gremlins are on demon time.
Tonight, we start with a brutal first-hand look at violence unfolding inside of a Wendy's that was happening up in Prescott Valley. Police tell us tonight that they say one of those fast food workers actually knocked out a customer out cold after punching him right in the face.
And guys, super gremlins have been ruining fast food restaurants for a long time, but this is a new level of demon time activities that's been going on at these fast food restaurants. We've got guys who are murking dudes because they mama got some cold fries. Wendy's employees sucker punching customers over a disagreement of an order. My man wanted a chocolate frosty. He got a vanilla. And now this super gremlin mad. Okay. Irate that he got to go back in the frosty machine and make another one. He mad that the frosty machine worked now because he used to work at McDonald's and McFlurry machine never works. But at Wendy's, the frosty machine always working. Now he mad. He getting his hands cold because he got to make more frosty. I mean, it doesn't matter why or how it happened. Just the fact that if you're expecting customer service out of these super gremlins on demon time, then think twice.
That man went unconscious and had to be airlifted to a Valley hospital where he, at last check, is in critical condition. Holly Bach is live in Prescott Valley. Holly, what led up to this?
Well, Jamie, unfortunately, that surveillance video does not have audio, so we aren't exactly sure what was said before the employee punched the customer, but investigators say it started as an argument and quickly turned aggressive. Wendy's surveillance video shows the moment things turned violent inside the store on July 26th. Prescott police say a customer was complaining about his food order. Seconds later, the Wendy's employee, identified as Antoine, comes out from behind the counter and punches the man in the head, knocking him unconscious.
Oh, wow. That was a pretty hard hit. That was a Mike Tyson hit.
See, and that's the problem right there. The old heads think this is funny. That was a Mike Tyson hit. Making jokes when what y'all did didn't work for the young cats. It didn't work. It absolutely did not work.
The man falls to the ground as Kendrick grabs his belongings and walks out. Police say the customer was a 67-year-old man from Dewey, just 9 miles down the road. Kendrick was arrested and has been booked on an aggravated assault charge.
The customer didn't touch him, so he had no right to touch the customer, period.
I showed the video to a few customers.
Not to mention it's a 60-year-old man. The customer didn't touch him, so he had no right to touch the customer. Come on, dude. That's the best you could. That's the best you got. That's the best these old heads got, bro. These super OG gremlins are on demon time.
So he had no right to touch the customer, period.
I showed the video to a few customers.
Oh, wow. That's terrible.
Each person told me they've had a good experience at this Wendy's and were surprised about this violent act.
I've been living up here for 20 years and never had anything like that here.
I went inside the store to ask employees what they heard and saw before violence unfolded. They said they are not able to comment. And for those from the area, they say they're disappointed.
An employee probably should, hold back their frustration.
Probably. You're dealing with a 60-year-old man. There was nothing that warranted that dude channeling the ancestors and punching him.
Kind of take the higher road.
I just think that's horrible, and I wish it hadn't happened.
They're saying he should take the higher road as if the 67-year-old man disrespected him. There was no disrespect. It was just a disagreement over food.
It puts a bad light on our entire society.
I'm edgy.
Whoa, not the entire society, on the community. Don't speak for everybody else. It puts a bad light on the community.
And I wish it hadn't happened. It puts a bad light on our entire society.
I'm edgy. The way things are going. That's a shame. Feel for the guy that got hit. That's not right.
Damn, she bad as fuck.
We do have the video on our AZ Family News app. We also reached out to Wendy's corporate office to get a comment from them. We have still not heard back at this hour. Live in Prescott Valley tonight, Holly Bach for Arizona's Family.
The original welfare check was called around 4:30, Alejandra, and you can see right here where they covered up some of that scene with sand. This is where the victims were found hours later. Police tell us the welfare check included a warning that when the father left the house with the children, he made threatening statements. The original call was to their house, but they were found around half a mile away in a completely different neighborhood. Police say they were searching that entire time until the bodies were found around 7:30. We don't yet know what the cause of death was, but police tell us all three children were under the age of 7. They say they let the mother know what happened as soon as they could.
This is a tragic situation. A lot of emotions are involved, so we want to always be very cognizant and sympathetic to that and make sure that nobody finds out on the TV or the social media before we have a chance to speak to someone.
Police haven't yet told us why the father chose to drive away before killing himself and his children.
Well, new tonight, it started with a disagreement over fries at a fast food restaurant. You've heard that.
Here we go again. We've heard this before. A disagreement over fries. And that's enough to bring out these super gremlins on Demon Time.
Well, new tonight, it started with a disagreement over fries at a fast food restaurant. You've heard that before, haven't you? It turned into a police chase and a customer being tased.
Fox 5's Denise Dillon tells us at the time the customer was out on bond on murder charges.
Wow. Why was they chasing that man? They ain't have to tase him. They ain't have to tase that brother. He a good brother. He was just out on a murder charge, but he a good brother. Just got in an argument over some cold fries.
That's right. He was out on bond for the murder of a woman in Fulton County. Yet when he claimed his French fries were cold and got into an argument with the owner of this McDonald's, police say he didn't think twice about calling 911.
I try to fry. The fries they're lukewarm, but they're not hot.
Kennesaw.
Dang, he making dreadheads look bad too. Making dreadheads look bad.
Police say that's what started an argument between this man, Antoine Sims, and the owner of this McDonald's.
Next thing you know, he started drinking.
The officer spoke with the owner who said this: he was causing a scene, he was cursing at him, he threw a drink, and he wanted him to leave and to be issued a criminal trespass warning.
It's a simple form that says, hey, just don't come back to this McDonald's.
When officers put Sims' name into the computer, they learned he'd been in jail before.
Wanted person, caution, violence, armed and dangerous.
Sims was charged in the murder of a woman in Johns Creek in 2018.
Wow. He caught a body in 2018 and he is outside today. Is this that racist criminal justice system, white supremacist criminal justice system y'all talking about? Where it at though?
Her body was found inside a burning car. He ran from police then and was later captured by U.S. Marshals in Wisconsin. He was currently out on bond, but had a warrant.
Neck tattoos. The neck tattoos, guys. He got a Jason mask on his neck. Indicator of demon time.
Out of Fulton County for failure to appear.
Come over here, I'm gonna have you sign this real quick.
When police tried to give Sims the warning, he took off running.
As soon as he runs away, the other officers begin to chase after him.
They caught up with him in an apartment complex.
An officer gives chase for a few seconds and tases him in the back, where it hits his back and his leg, and he immediately goes to the ground.
Awesome. At least the taser worked this time. Good aim. Good aim.
Taser deployed! Taser deployed! Put your hands out! Put your hands out!
What a P word. All that screaming, all that crying. Get your behind down.
Taser deployed! Taser deployed! Put your hands out! Put your hands out! Hands out!
After complaining about his cold fries, this man, who already had murder charges against him, is now headed back to jail.
It's very unusual that someone, knowing that he is wanted by the police, would call the police.
Even super gremlins call the police on themselves. This is self-snitching at its finest, y'all. This is self-snitching at its finest. I think we're going to leave it right here. These super tattletale gremlins are on demon time.
But Mr. Sims did that.
Sims is currently in the Cobb County Jail looking at charges of obstruction and other charges. He'll then be sent to the Fulton County Jail. In Kennesaw, Denise Dillon, Fox 5 News.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.